Okay, hi love. Hi, Brandy here. I just wanted to come on and do a little reading about your love life, okay? In the last reading I did, one of the cards that was pulled was Crossroads, okay? And I just got an intuitive download today that a lot of the collective's love life is at like a crossroads, right? Between taking the scenic route and like stopping to smell the flowers, enjoying all the great pleasures and really indulging in all the five senses. And the other message I got was that your love life could go the route of going in the fast lane. And forgive me because this is much harder for me to describe the fast lane right now. Your life could go in the route, your love life could go in the direction of the route of the fast lane, where things, it's just like a whirlwind. You hear in great novels about like the whirlwind romance, and great movies and stuff like that. And it could just be like a whirlwind of, you know, um, romance or sex or passion, any and all of the above. So I thought I'd come on and just see, what the cards say and what comes out. And we're just gonna see what comes out. And you know, it's just a light reading. It's not a pick a pile. You know, so we're gonna start with the scenic route, and then we're gonna go to the fast route. And if you have time, just sit back, enjoy the reading. If it's not your cup of tea, there will be other readings. But I thought this was going to be the topic for today. I thought I'd come on and do this topic. Sorry, I'm like majorly playing with my hair right now. You have to forgive me. um. So yeah, let's get into the reading. Let's do it. Let me see here. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh shoot! I moved my camera stand a little bit, so I have to like adjust it now because it's not holding the camera up. Shoot! Yeah, I didn't know this was gonna happen, guys. Sorry. Uh, oh, shoot. I thought I could like pull it out a little bit more, but it doesn't want to stay. So, okay, guys. Okay. um, it's a little crooked, isn't it? Let me see. Sorry. Oh gosh. I'm gonna wobble you around like that. Okay. So yeah, life in the I don't want to say the slow lane, but the scenic route, right? Your love life in the scenic route versus your love life in the fast lane. And this could apply whether you're dating, in a relationship, married, single, looking, engaged. Okay, this isn't like for any specific group. It's for everybody. Okay, any and everybody. um, so, so so let's get started. Let's get started. Let's get started. So we're gonna start with the Rider Waite. Um, um, let's start with the Rider Waite here. Let me just shuffle up the cards for a little bit before we jump in. Just want to make sure they're nice and shuffled. So how's everybody doing? I haven't really heard much from anyone in the comments, so I'm, missing you guys. But, yeah. I've been doing good. I've been doing well, so I'm pretty happy. I feel good. I feel healthy. Okay. So let's see. What would the collective's life? What would your life be like, collective? If you were to take the scenic route, let's ask universe, let's ask spirit. The God that you believe in, all the gods, any of the gods, all of them. Let's ask spirit. Let's ask ancestors. Let's ask angels. Let's ask universe. What would your life be like if you were to take the scenic route right now? First card out, we have Temperance. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful card to come out first. We have Knight of Wands. Wow. I'm just going to pull a few cards before we try to interpret what they mean, okay? Although we are getting beautiful cards already. I'm seeing the Sun, the Devil. We have the Tower. Wow. What else do we have here? What'd your life be like if you were to take the scenic route, please? The Chariot. Wow. Interesting. And the Knight of Cups. Let's pull one more. Let's just pull one more. Just feeling one more card. I'm feeling this one. Oh, no, the Ten of Cups. Oh my goodness. The Ten of Cups. Wow. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. Bottom of the deck we have is one of the stock cards. That sort of looks like the strength card to me. Although it's something more nuanced than that. But it's one of the special cards in the deck. Bottom of the deck here. So let's just take a look at the cards. Let's just see really fast what we have going on here. So Temperance, the Knight of Wands, the Tower, the Chariot, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Interesting. So I get the feeling that even if you were to take the scenic route, like your life wouldn't be slow. Because we do have the Chariot here in the center of the reading. And we also have the Nine of Wands, which is very like fiery, passionate, fast energy. In addition to the Tower, right? Which is very sudden, unexpected energy. Right? So the scenic route, it's kind of turbulent, honestly. And kind of fast. I don't know if you've been wanting to take the scenic route or if you even feel like you've been at this certain crossroads. I don't know. Maybe you recognize it now that this video has appeared in your life, and now that I'm saying it, maybe you do recognize, hey, I am at this crossroads, or my life can take one or two turns, But it looks like even with this scenic route where you're like smelling the flowers and taking it easy, it's still like really exciting and turbulent and fast moving. We haven't got to the fast lane yet, so I don't know what's gonna come out. But like this energy is very exciting, and I don't want to say the word I wanted to say was volatile, like almost like Mars energy. I'm getting, um, where it's like bubbling and active and volcanic almost. Um, the presence of this Temperance card is very soothing in the reading. Um, it always reminds me of alcohol. I don't know if you've been going to bars lately, or drinking at home, um, or going to places where there's alcohol. But part of your life in the I don't want to say the slow lane, right? But part of your life on the scenic route is like enjoying carnic pleasures. Carnic, is that the word? Carnic pleasure, like food and drink and appetite and you know sex and passion, you know um television, entertainment, and family and friends, like carnal pleasures. um and with this 10 of cups here, there really is a sense of family and togetherness and belonging and interdependence and security and safety and strength, and unity, you know, um, having that friendship group, you know, um, that you can bond with and enjoy carnal pleasure with, and having that family or that friend group or that group or that club or that organization or that church or that sports group or whatever it is, there is a sense of family there. There is a sense of belonging and safety and security and comfort, and there's real ease there with you guys. There's real ease going on here on this scenic route. There's a real sense of ease here. um like trine energy, harmony energy. Things are easy, things are flowing freely. There's no arguments. um how like in movies and stuff and in books, it's like there's always gotta be a fucking conflict. You know what I mean? There's always gotta be, it's like part of the fucking plot. And like we're so conditioned, as human beings to think, maybe not as human beings, but as like entertainment watchers, I guess is the word. I don't fucking know. Consumers. We're so like conditioned as entertainment consumers to believe that there has to be drama or like conflict, or in order for there to be a story, in order for there to be a relationship, or but there's no drama between you and these people in your life. Okay, and I'm not saying like there's no drama, like there's nothing going on. I'm saying like there's no issues here between you and them. It's like a drama-free relationship. Um and it's more than no drama. There's harmony here. There's harmony here with this 10 of cups and temperance, okay? There's true harmony. There's true love, there's true harmony, there's true happiness. You know, all that conditioning, about relationships have to have drama, and that we're presented with in the public, you know um this not real. It's not real, okay? And And this scenic route is going to show you, this next path in your life is going to show you a relationship without drama and a harmonious, loving relationship with happiness, togetherness, belonging, and love. And unity, real unity. You know, and yes, you're gonna enjoy carnal pleasures and um, table pleasure and bed pleasure, and entertainment pleasure together. But it's not boring. It's exciting. It's comforting. It's satisfying. It's pleasurable. Sorry, I just don't want you guys to mistake the scenic route for like boring, guys. That's not what I'm trying to say. um, you know, but it's very exciting. Yeah. Getting into like this chariot and tower card, which are coming out in the center of the reading. Oh my goodness, these are major cards right here. Major cards. We already have Temperance, which was a major arcana. We already had Temperance coming out first. And now we have the Tower and the Chariot. Two more major cards. Major arcana cards. Majors. Okay, and these are major cards. So we have the Chariot and the Tower. So yeah, like I said, this scenic route is a lot more like bubbly and volatile and earthquakey than I really expected the reading to um show us. So I don't know what you were expecting or if you were expecting anything, because I know you're just, viewing, listening, right? And we're all going through it together, the reading, but I wasn't expecting this energy right here. So the scenic route is kind of volatile. And it might be coming towards you quickly. You might be feeling this coming in with the Chariot card. Where life is forcing you to slow down in your love life. Whether you've been doing dating in person, online, out in your community, or you know, um, maybe you're already in a relationship, but like you're being forced to slow down in some way and enjoy these carnal pleasures more, because maybe you've been working or busy with children or taking care of the household. And with Temperance and the Ten of Cups, there's really going to be a focus on the two of you and these carnal, almost hedonistic pleasures. So whether you're single or in a relationship, it's like there's going to be a slowing, not a slowing down. I don't want to say a slowing down, but the scenic route is generally like a more slower, like energy, right, than the fast lane, right? But it's not that slow, because we do have the Chariot and the Tower here. It's just more scenic. That's all. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not explaining it good. I'm not explaining it right, guys. I wish I had explained it better in the beginning. Oh my goodness. But yeah, sometimes the Chariot talks about a vehicle, which is interesting because in the thumbnail I posted a picture of several vehicles. So I don't know if something happens with a vehicle suddenly. Maybe you suddenly get a vehicle, suddenly something happens in a vehicle. Um, there's this Nicki Minaj song where she says, I bought a large vehicle just to walk around it. I don't know why I'm channeling that right now, but that's for somebody. You know, and we have 2 nights here. We have 2 nights here. Male presence. Um, the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. The two best knights in the deck, bro. These are the two best ones. I should put them like this. The two best knights in the deck. I just want to put them facing each other. um, the two best knights in the deck, bro. The romantic one and the passionate, sexy, charming one. You know? So this romancer or this passionate guy, he might take you out in his car. And this Knight of Wands coming out next to the tower like this might surprise you unexpectedly in many ways. Um um yeah. Very interesting. Let's pull a few more cards. I want to get into the what's the tea, what's the gossip is what I want to get into. So let's just pull a few of those. Um, let's see. Can you tell me about the scenic route for my viewer, please? Can you tell me about the scenic route and their love life, please? Let's see. You have overnight success. Wow. Yeah, it says fast moving energy. Rapid rise, it says sudden recognition, unexpected breakthroughs, all eyes on me. Yeah. So it's very rapid and fast moving energy. It's like you might be taken out on a date or a date with your husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend or something like that. You might go on a date with them and get sudden recognition out in public in your community or even nationally or internationally with overnight success. Okay. With this Knight of Cups and and this Knight of Wands coming out, we have a very passionate romancer here. And part of the scenic route might be like enjoying a cozy dinner together or something, or a cozy date night, something that's gonna bring you a lot of recognition, whether that's local, international, or like worldwide, universal. Um and let's see. Yeah. Yeah, part of your scenic route is like letting go of like responsibility, you know? Getting like Capricorn energy, like, you've been responsible in everything for so long. I forget the song. We've been too strong for too long, you know. And you've been so strong for so long. The two of you have been so strong for so long. And you've been too strong for too long. You know, and it's like there's this letting go of responsibility as part of your scenic route. Here it is again. It popped up in the pre-show, not in the pre-show, the shuffle just now. And it says let it go. Yeah. I put it back in, but yeah, it's what we were just talking about. Letting go of responsibility. Yeah, strong Capricorn energy. I don't know if there's any Capricorns watching. But it's like you've been too strong for too long. You know? And it's time to indulge in the more like Taurus Venusian side of life, the hedonistic carnal pleasures. You know, and just let go of all the hard work. See presents and gifts coming in. So let's see. What is life in the scenic route like for my viewer, please? You clout chaser. What did that come in? At the bottom of the deck, we have swipe right. So someone could be doing some online dating. And be really interested in someone that they saw online. This person might have a certain level of clout though. That makes you really attracted to them. And like I said, we were getting this Knight of Wands energy. This is this Knight of Wands here. They have a certain amount of cloud around them. And it's definitely like a swipe right situation. It's a match, right? And you could be dating both this Knight of Cups and this Knight of Wands. Or it could be the same person. But if you've been seeing a Knight of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, which is like a fiery energy. Obviously, it's a fire sign, right? They want to take things slow with you. They want to take the scenic route. They want to smell the flowers, if you know what I mean. Okay. They want to go slow. They want to smell the flowers. They want to stop and smell the flowers. Even though it's like a fiery energy, and you might think, oh, this person is like, you know, a certain type of way, has a certain reputation. Not with you, okay? They want to go slow with you. They want to go slow with you. It's Knight of Wands that you are matching with. So let's get into some sexual magic and see what this Knight of Wands wants with you, honey. What does he want to do to you? This Knight of Wands. You know, I think it's. I wasn't gonna get into sexual magic. I mean, I thought I would, but I wasn't sure. But I'm just curious now to see what this Nine of Wands. Oh, this is the wrong deck. Oh my god. Ooh! Shit. Oh my god. No, but then just flush the camera. Guys, every video, why do I always do this, you guys? I dropped the camera. Shoot, I dropped the camera. Again. Every video, the camera falls. My apartment is so small. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. I live in a flat in London. Just kidding. No, I live in a small flat in London. No, I live in a small apartment. I just stuff is everywhere. Okay. So, let's see. What does this Knight of Wands want to do with you as far as going slow and taking the scenic route? Oh, we have the Six of Wands. Wow. The Six of Wands, he wants a victory with you. Yeah. And he wants to like caress your bottom here. Look at that. Like this guy's caressing your bottom. Oh my gosh. Uh, uh, uh. Um, I'm saying like he might want to take you to the zoo or like on safari or to go see the animals or the wildlife. He might want to buy you a pet um to keep you safe and cozy and warm and thinking of him and remembering him and to make you feel loved. You know, he may want to take you to go see some animals or even buy you an animal or like a leisurely day date to go see some wildlife or out in nature. You know, something like that. Um, he may want to take you to a pottery class. I don't know if you guys remember that movie Ghost with Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze. It's giving like ghost vibes. This man may feel like a ghost to you in your life, and he wants to come in. Maybe this is someone from the past here. Um, you may want to take you to like a pottery class or like painting by numbers. Is that what it's called? Or painting with wine? Um, or sip and paint, wine and paint. Um, we have a picnic setting here. He may want to take you on a picnic. You know, they have a little picnic basket here in the back, you know. There's all sorts of dates he wants to take you on. This Knight of Cups and this Knight of Wands. There's all sorts of dates they want to take you on. They have all sorts of ideas because the ideas are like ping ponging in my head, like a ping pong, you know. And it's like they have all these ideas in their head of all these dates they want to take you on. He's like day dates, night dates, everything, you know. And and Six of Wands, they want a victory with you. They want a victory with you. Okay. Um, they want to take you out. Yeah. He may want to do it in nature with you. Something about nature here. She's like got her, almost like got her pussy in the fucking grass, you know? It's almost like he may be turned on by doing it out in nature. Um, or have an exhibitionist quality um to him. Or maybe you have an exhibitionist quality to you, you know? Because this woman is, you know, seems pretty turned on too. Maybe you two are gonna explore exhibitionism together. You know, because the grass is like caressing her bottom and her pussy, like, you know, like it's in love with her, you know, and she likes it, you know. So maybe you have an exhibitionist quality too, you know, or you two are gonna be exploring that together, you know, but it's gonna be in a slow way, you know, in a scenic sort of way. It's not gonna be anything that's uncomfortable or forced or, you know, because I know exhibition is a bit racy, right? But we did have the tower with the chariot here. Where are my cards here? So yeah, lots of sudden unexpected events coming in. You know, like I said, your life just may not be able to take a slow route right now, honestly. Um I see things getting a little bit out of control in your love life. Um, it's highly volatile, and you know, but it's steamy. You know, it's steamy, and it's highly volatile and electric. You know, it's electric. Um, which, um, but I hate to leave the reading there, guys, but I still have to do the fast lane part. Um, I guess not leave it there because this is gonna pick a pile, right? Um, so we're not leaving it there. We're gonna go to the fast lane. It's just that I have to go to the fast lane and we didn't even start it yet. And like, oh my god. But yeah. Yeah. Um, so I'm just gonna set aside the cards that we picked out and used already for the scenic route. And set them to the side. Um, and we're gonna pick out totally different cards for part two of this spread. Okay, so where's my right away? Okay, so let's just shuffle up the cards a little bit, and we're gonna say that was getting a little steamy, guys. So I don't know. So part two of the reading is what would your life be like, your love life, if you were to choose to go in the direction of the fast lane, okay? And you know what, I want to start with the Halloween Oracle. I want to start with a different deck. So we're just gonna get the Halloween Oracle out. I thought I wanted to start with the Rider-Waite, but I don't. Um, um, so, okay. Um, so we're gonna say, what would your life be like, your love life, if you were to take the direction of the fast route? And honestly, it seems like the direction's like in a little bit of an upbeat pace. But we're gonna just see what the cards say. We have what do we have here? We have forgiveness. Wow. And it says reducing burden. Weren't we talking about that in pile one, like letting go of responsibility? We have cauldron. And it says synergy and healing. And this is kind of like the pottery. And we have black cat. Let me show the picture. Black cat. Fortune meets opportunity. Okay. So I don't know if these piles are honestly reversed. If these piles are coming out reversed or what. Because we have a card here talking about forgiveness and slowing down. We have a card talking about synergy and healing. And we have a card talking about fortune meets opportunity, right? So I'm seeing a picture of a cat here, like reading books, reading magazines, reading a lot of books. He's sitting on top of a stack of books. This might be the stopping and smelling the roses pile, the scenic route, right? Where you're reading. And look, there's a picture of a flower here, a literal flower. And we're saying stop and smell the flowers. It also says reducing burden, which we were talking about in the first pile. And synergy and healing. You know, so I don't know because we haven't seen all the cards yet, but I don't know if these piles are gonna be reversed or what, but let's just get into the Rider Waite here. No, let's do the Mermaid. Let's do the Mermaid. So what would my collective life be like if their love life, if they were to choose to take their love life into the fast lane, please? What would their life be like? Their love life. We have the Ten of Coral. Ten of Coral. And let's just pick a few cards here before we read them all. Ten of Treasure. Oops. Ten of Treasure. We have the Empress. Wow, the Empress. Oh my goodness. We have the Magician. Wow. The Magician. Oh my goodness. And let's see, two more. The King of Coral. Oh my goodness, the King of Coral. The King of Wands. Let's get one more, guys. And we have the Eight of Treasure, the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. These cards are so beautiful. I can't stop looking at them and admiring them. They're so beautiful and pretty. You know? They're so pretty. Oh, bottom of the deck, sorry guys. Bottom of the deck we have is the Five of Coral. So, life in the fast lane. We're just gonna stick with the original like thought process. I don't know, maybe the piles got flipped, but let's just read the cards and see what they say. And then we're gonna go back into the Halloween Oracle and try to blend them all together and see. Let me just take a look at the cards for a moment. And we are going to see. Um, let me see here. So, wow. So I'm seeing like life, part of life in the fast lane. I'm just gonna stick with the original thought process. And if you want to flip the piles, like if you found pile one race here, then go ahead and flip them. But I'm gonna stick with it. I'm just gonna stick it out, guys. Okay. Okay. I don't know how to interpret it, but I'm just gonna stick it out. But I see a life in the fast lane. For you would be becoming or like further becoming the Empresa, the Empress, the Empresa. Okay. Um, in every way, faction, and possible like way that could be, you know, physically, internally, financially, abundantly, in every way possible, just being so completely loved and whole and beautiful and embodying just beauty and grace and kindness and being so adored and adorned with other people's love and affection and money and riches, you know, and just having everything. Um, the Empress is more than I could say, and just, you know, a few short minutes here, you know, who she is and what she has and who she is and, you know, who she is, you know, is more than I can say in this video. Okay, guys. Um, but we have the Ten of Pentacles here, and this is talking about generational and legacy, generational wealth and legacy, family, generational legacy being passed down, and family and generational wealth. Um, and here too, you see this woman here with high status, high honor, this impresa, the highest honor, you know, and it's sitting right next to the Magician, the card of manifestation, right? So it's like you're manifesting all of this right now, all of this energy coming into you. Um, the King of Wands is sitting next to the Magician. Um, just now in the last reading, in the what is it called? In the scenic route part, we had the Knight of Wands, and now we have a King of Wands. So we see an elevation, a status elevation. Once again, there's a status elevation. I see your status elevating, okay? I see your status elevating in a major way. Because we have the Empress out here, we have the Ten of Pentacles, then we have the Magician, and now we have the King of Wands to the Knight of Wands. You know? Um, but let me just get a sip of water here. Very interesting so far. Very interesting that this King of Wands is coming out. I wonder what it means. There's a very clear status upgrade, elevation. Iced coffee is a little Mm. Okay. Um. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. Oh my gosh. What was I saying? Let's get into some. Let's get into some. Where did my cards go? Let's get into some. What's the tea? What's the gossip? Let's just see. Can you please clarify more these cards here? Can you please clarify more these cards here? I'm gonna take a couple more. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so we have behind the mask. Yeah. So it's like this Knight of Wands, or this King of Wands character, I should say. Um, because I think it's the same guy, right? Um, it's like you guys are having like the talk or whatever that night where you stay up and talk all night, and he's like behind you two are behind the mask with each other, telling each other secrets and sharing stories and saying stuff about yourself, telling each other stuff about yourself and revealing who you are to each other. And you're taking that mask off, and you're having a talk. So I think this is a slow down pile, the stop and smell the roses pile, right? Because it's like you guys are slowing way down into that getting to know each other phase. Interesting. Interesting. So the piles got reversed. Interesting. Interesting here. Very interesting. And we have divine intervention. Divine intervention. And it says unexpected guidance, universe stepping in, redirected paths, saved just in time. Divine intervention. Yeah, so there's definitely divine timing at play in this relationship. Whether you're single, dating, married, have a boyfriend, girlfriend, your relationship is going through a time of divine guidance. Um, we have hidden agenda. So your partner has like an agenda to like get to know you because it came out next to behind the mask. You and your partner, you both have this agenda of like this desire to like want to get to know the other person better. And this is part of the I'm just gonna say the stop and smell the roses pile now, right? Because this is what it is. The other pile was the fast lane. So they got a flip flop, guys. I'm sorry if that's confusing. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Oh my gosh. Um, but yeah, this is the stop and smell the roses pile. Yeah, so they want to get to know you real bad, real bad, real bad. Um, hmm. I wonder why the fastlane pile came out first. I don't know. It's so interesting. But yeah, they want to stay up and talk and get to know you. Where did you go to elementary school? Who was your elementary school teacher? Did you have a crush in elementary school? What was your favorite clothes to wear to elementary school? Did you have a favorite pencil or a little book bag? Or what did you put in your book bag? And what did you eat for lunch? And what's your favorite food? And, what did your mommy make you after school? And, was your dad around? all this kind of stuff. They want to know everything. They want to stay up and talk all night, and they want to take it slow. They want to know everything. Start from the beginning. Start from the birth. Start from the womb, honey. Start from before then. They want to know everything. And this is part of the scenic route energy that's coming in for you. It's just this talking energy that this King of Wands wants to have with you. And you're definitely going to be an Empress energy here, in a place of high honor. Where's my Empress card? This is you, the Empress, and here he is, the King of Where did it go? Here he is, the King of Here it is, the King of Wands. And look at what a gorgeous couple you guys make. Look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous couple. Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's so gorgeous. And there you are, a gorgeous couple. And he wants to know everything. He wants to know, and you too. You want to know everything too. And you guys are gonna stay up and talk. But yeah, guys. We didn't do any of the sexual magic, so I am gonna get into a few of those cards because it's only right. It's only right. So let's see. Let me see. Can you give me a card for? We got one flying out. Let me see. Before I even ask the question, we have the Nine of Wands, anticipatory energy. So it might be kind of like a hands-off situation, and like Aquarius are like the kings and queens of this, like hands-off seduction. I know in the picture they have their hands on each other. They're like all wrapped up in each other, but it's like it might be like this sort of hands-off type energy seduction going on, sort of foreplay, if that makes sense, where it's like it's not really like teasing, but I mean, it is a type of teasing, right? It is like teasing. Um, but it's like a sort of like hands-off foreplay energy that I'm seeing here. If that makes sense. Um, there's going to be a lot of that going on. Um, so. That was very interesting reading, guys. I'm gonna end it there. I hope I'm not leaving you guys hanging or anything like that. I hope. Oh, there's gonna be more readings. I promise, 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 promise. I have so many topics in mind. Okay, there's so many readings I want to get out and do for you guys, for myself, and for you guys too, of course. For all of us, we're a collective. What one of us goes through, we all go through. We all go through it together at the same time. We're united. We're a team. We're a group. And we all feel this energy all together at the same time. That's what it means to be a collective. So, um, what one of us is feeling, we're all feeling, okay? So, if you've been feeling that you're at this crossroads where your love life could go in this slow direction or this fast direction, it's like, trust me, we're all feeling that, okay? Um, but I mean, what direction it's gonna go in is, up to you, universe, God, spirit, so many different factors, right? Um, but as a collective, we're all gonna go through it together, and we're gonna see what happens, right? But it's all very exciting. I'm excited by the reading, so I think it's very exciting. Um, I don't know how to close out the reading, guys. I never know, like, what's just saying stuff. I get so nervous on camera. I don't know if you guys can tell how nervous I am, but it's just so nerve wracking for me. But it's just it's nice nervous. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good night, day, into the weekend, and hopefully I'll see you before Monday with another reading. I love you so much, and take care. Bye.